Hey beauties, and welcome back to another Shop My Stash. Okay, so today is Saturday and these are the items that I had for the week. I'm going to go ahead and talk about some of the products before we move on to shopping my stash. So this week I used the Tarteist Pro palette and it is really pretty. I don't have to get it open. That's what she looks like. I don't normally reach for this palette, but I did get some pretty good use into it this week, so I'm excited that I did do that. As you can see, dabbled a little more into the eyeshadows here. But yeah, it's actually really pretty. I do like the way it works. And then, I don't know if those of you who receive BoxyCharm, but this is going to be in the Boxy Luxe, so I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do with mine when I get it since I already have it. But we'll see. Next, I want to talk about this beauty right here. This I bought from Pop Beauty, and it's supposed to be for bronzers. I did end up using these more like blushes, but they looked a little bit like highlight because they're so shimmery. Like, let me swatch it for you guys. See, it's kind of like a... Sorry, I had swatched another highlight there. It's kind of like a shimmery or a blush topper, I would say. But these two look really pretty on the skin. I do really enjoy them. They're not as pigmented when you first put them on. You do have to build them. But really, really pretty. I do like my new bronzers. Then I also had this to work with. This is my Pop Beauty double something. Double Duty Bronzer, and this is in the shade Bronzed Honeybeam. And that's what she looks like. I did use this one too. The blush is not my favorite. It's not my favorite tone, but it is pretty. I do like the bronzer. It is more of a shimmery bronze, I guess, or glowy bronzer, and I do like that, especially for the summertime, so I did get some good use out of this one as well. I didn't use the Ofra too much, or this one, like I said, because I was using the other one and it was kind of like a highlight, so didn't bother using these, but I'm going to go ahead and put these away anyways. My Kat Von D translucent powder, it's basically almost gone. I don't know if you guys can see that there. It's almost empty, so I did have to place it upside down in order to use it and get the product out, so I did get some good use of this one too. At some point though, I did stop using it and I started using my NYX mineral bronzer, the Set It Don't Fret It, not bronzer, powder. What am I thinking? Really powdery, but really good. I do feel like it helps get everything set into place, so I do enjoy this. I highly recommend it. My primer for this week was really good too. I do love using this primer. This is what I like about doing the Shop My Stash now, is that when I pick items that I don't typically use, I realize why I purchased them in the first place and kept them around. It's because I do like them. But yeah, really good primer. The foundation from Maybelline is my favorite, one of my favorite things that I use this week. It looks so pretty on the skin. I absolutely love it, especially with the matte setting powder. Just gave me this beautiful satin glow within look. Loved it. Then we also had this sample blush from Sayat London, and that's what she looks like. This is also really pretty, really glowy. Let's see if we can swatch that for you guys. So pretty. I love the way it looks on the cheeks. It's really pretty. This one's in the shade Matchmaker. Then all we have left in my drawer are the things I typically don't change out. But I'm going to go ahead and change my concealer for this week because I do have some other concealers that I've been purchasing that I need to try. So I'm going to go ahead and switch this one. I'm going to go ahead and leave in my Becca corrector. And I'm also going to switch my mascara. Sorry, I just woke up, so I'm not fully functioning yet because I haven't had coffee. But my Essence mascara, I'm going to go ahead and put it away because I do have some other mascaras that I need to use as well. Okay, now that we're done, let's go ahead and shop my stash. Okay, so first I want to start off with foundation. And again, I don't want anything super heavy. I want to go more on the lighter side. Just because it is hot and I am still wearing a mask when I go to work. So let's see. I think maybe my Lancome foundation. This should match me now because it's summertime and I know I've tanned, but this one's really good coverage and it looks really light on the skin, so hopefully this will wear well with the mask, but we will see. But I'll take this one. This one also has SPF 15, which is good when you're outside in the sun. Now for primer, I already know what I want to use. Use this one right here. This I just purchased. This is the Makeup Revolution Pro Blur Stick. This has been sold out for the longest time and people have been raving about it. I'm not sure if people are saying that it is a dupe for the Milk Makeup Blur Stick, but I don't know. It kind of looks like it is, and this thing is huge and way more affordable too. The only difference is I noticed with, because I did have the blur stick, this one doesn't have a little cap to keep it from drying, so I wonder if that would be an issue. Okay, so I also need to pick out a...
I'm always trying to blank, sorry. Mascara.
I want to try this one out. I did purchase this. You'll see that I have a bunch of new buys. This is the Essence the Falsies Mascara Dramatic Volume Unlimited. And I didn't see that they had a waterproof version of this. So far I've been enjoying waterproof because it doesn't smudge. But we'll see how this works. I can't wait to try it out. Then we need concealer. I have several new ones. I have this one from e.l.f. Cosmetics. I got the hydrating e.l.f. one, the hydrating camel conceal. So I have two of the original, which run a little bit more on the matte side, but this one's the hydrating one. As you can tell, this one's a super yellow undertone, and I did say that. This one I got in medium natural, so it might be a little bit light. Then I also did get this one from Milani. Again, I feel like I got a shade that's a little too light. I normally go for medium, that's the thing. This one's medium beige. And I did try this one out just the one day and it was super full coverage. So I was just like, wow, I have goes a long way with this one. What else did I get? Oh, I got this one from NARS. This is the NARS concealer. I don't remember what it's called. And I got the medium dark.
Those are the three. I don't know which one would go best. With the Lancome.
I think I'm gonna try the e.l.f. Camo Conceal one, and hopefully this will be a good match for me. I haven't tried it out yet, and will match the foundation as well. And then maybe in future Shop My Stashes we could use these. Okay, now it's time for like my favorite drawer, which is my blush, bronzer, and highlight drawer. For this week, what do I want to pick? I don't know if I should keep picking blushes from here or if I should pick a face palette. Maybe we should do a face palette haul. Let's see. I feel like I've already used most of them though. How about this one? This is my Profusion Blush and Glow, and this is in the volume 2. I know you guys can see the shades in there, but these two are so pretty. I absolutely love this one. As you can tell, I use it frequently. The highlights are nice too. They're a little bit too on the dark side though, so I do mix them with other highlights. So I'll still pick out a highlight for this week, but we're going to go ahead and take this face palette for this week. I also purchased this. This is the Too Faced, what are you called? Turn Up the Light, and it has basically different highlights. I think they're supposed to be like setting powders as far as I read. I think I have the case. Hold on, let me get it. That's what this looks like. When this first came out, I honestly didn't know how to use it or what this would be for, so I wasn't interested. But then when I read about it on Ulta and explained a little bit on how you would use it, I was like, that's interesting. I kind of want to try it out.
So it says, use separately or combine the custom lighting with 3 different finishes. Soft Focus sets foundation for a candlelit effect. Glow adds an ethereal luminosity. And Dazzle is your party-ready sparkling finish. Created to enhance Born This Way foundation natural radiance and take it to the next level.
So basically these are a luminous setting powders, and you have different ones. So this one's the less shiny one, but it'll add like that natural glow to your makeup. And this one's more like a highlight. So is this one. Actually, they're both more like highlights. But yeah, supposedly you're able to use these to finish your whole face. I do want to try this middle one to set. The other ones I think I'll just use as traditional highlights, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm going to go ahead and take this one this week. Now going back to the fun drawer, we do need a bronzer, which, as you can see, this one here is a new bronzer in my collection. This one's from MAC, and this is from their bronzing collection. I got the shade Totally Taupeless. This is a radiant bronzing powder, and this is what she looks like. Really pretty. It's not super glowy, like you can't even tell it looks matte in the pan, but if I turn it to the side, maybe you guys can see a little bit of the sheen that this bronzer has. I did test it out because I'm very impatient and I love to use new makeup, but we're going to go ahead and take this bronzer for this week. Then I was going to pick a highlight, but since I took the Too Faced one, I'm not going to. But I did get 2 new highlights. If you guys follow me on my social media, then you've already seen that I purchased the MAC and Selena highlight. And it is so pretty. Look at that. It's too pretty not to share. It is super pretty. I love this highlight. I was using it. I did try it out. I know. But, you know, like I said, I'm very impatient when it comes to trying out new makeup. Then my friend Melissa actually purchased this for me. This is from Laura Mercier. This is an Inspiration. And that's what that looks like. It's super pretty. I feel like it's a rose gold. I did swatch it and it looks really pretty on my hand. A little on the darker side, but I feel like I can make this work. Kind of reminds me of this one, actually. Let me see. Oh, no, it is darker. Yeah, but we'll make it work. We'll make it work. It's so pretty. Okay, now for powder. I do want to try this one out. This is the e.l.f. Sheer Tint Finishing Powder. Now, I heard that this gives you a really, really pretty, like, flawless finish, so that's what I'm going to try to use this for this week. Instead of using a loose powder, I'm going to use this one. I seen on a video, and I forgot whose, I can't remember, I watched too many people on YouTube, but someone had said that this powder is super great, it's really affordable, and I actually do like this line from e.l.f. They're,
Something beautifully...
I don't even remember. I'll leave it on the screen for you guys to see, because honestly, I don't remember. But it's really pretty. It has like the silver packaging. I do have the face palette too. Let's see. This one? Yeah. So that's the face palette. As you can see, like the packaging is really similar. This is the total face palette. But someone had said that this was really good, and so I wanted to try it out. And since it was affordable, I was like, well, why not? You know, because anything that you can find that works really well, that is affordable, is worth a shot. The only problem that I didn't like is that it only had the 2 shades. It had this one, which was fair light, and then it had medium dark, but the other one was way too dark, so I couldn't use that one. So I ended up purchasing this one, so I'm hoping it won't change the color of my foundation too much. It'll be a little bit more like a translucent and just set everything nicely, but we'll see. We'll try it out, we'll see. Now time for one of my other favorite drawers, which is my eyeshadow palettes. So we used the Tarte's Pro this week, so let's take a look and see what else we can use. There were some eyeshadow palettes that I came across talking about in filming my eyeshadow collection that I know I said I wanted to use, and I can't remember for the life of me what that was now.
Let's see. I feel like I keep wanting to reach for the same one, so doing the Shop My Stash has really opened my eyes on eyeshadow palettes that I actually really love and reach for, and which ones I just have, just to have. Yeah, like I want to get Too Faced, my Naked palette. Let's let's look at this one here.
This is my other eyeshadow drawer, and this is where I keep my smaller eyeshadows supposedly, but then I started getting these. And let's see. Kind of tempted to take this one out. This is my Juvia's Place Nubian 3 palette in Coral. It's super pretty. I actually do enjoy using this palette quite a bit. I know I had pulled this out a long time ago for a Shop My Stash. I don't think I've pulled it out recently, so that might be a contender. Kind of want to do more of these corally peachy shades. So maybe that one. I think I also wanted to do my Sweet Talk palette from ColourPop. That's what she looks like. I also feel like I've pulled this one out too. Haven't I pulled this one out? I might have. So maybe not that one. Let's see. We have my Dream Street palette. Oops. Which that one's really pretty. I don't typically wear these shades though for work, so I might not be able to use this one to its full potential. I can also do my Honey ColourPop eyeshadow palette, which is the all yellow palette. I actually really like this palette. And since I'm not wearing lipstick, I don't have to worry about trying to match a lipstick. I could just do my pretty yellow shade. So, I don't know. A lot of contenders this week. With this one, I feel like I would have to take another eyeshadow palette just to smoke out because there isn't a really dark, like I wish I had a dark brown, yellow brown in here. Do you know what I mean? I feel como le faltó a dark brown, like just one shade a little bit darker than this one, and then it would be the perfect yellows palette. So I'm kind of tempted on buying the Honey palette, I think it's called, from Urban Decay, but we shall see. My husband would kill me if I go there because he's like, you already have a yellow palette. I'm like, I already have a lot of color palettes, but you see me, I'm still shopping. Like and comment below if that's something you go through too. Okay. Then I also have these little eyeshadow palettes. I don't know. Okay, so I think I'm going to take my Honey, and then I'm thinking about taking one of my little e.l.f. ones, these here, just to have like a brownie shade. Like maybe this one. This one's the e.l.f. Carnival, I think, right? Yeah, Carnival Candy little quad. So has these 3 matte shades and then 1 blue shimmery shade. I didn't really like the pigment. I had to continue building it up, and then also, sorry, I'm so drawing a blank, and it also had some fallout. So it wasn't my favorite out of the little bite-sized collections, but I do like it. You get used to using so many different eyeshadows that you kind of start to see what you like, what you don't like. So what I like may not be necessarily what you guys like, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take this one just for the shades here and the Honey. Okay, now we're back at my makeup drawer, and these are all the items that we picked for this week. So for setting powder, we have the e.l.f. Sheer Tint Finishing Powder. For eyeshadows this week, we have the Honey and the e.l.f. Carnival Candy Little Quad. Bronzer, we have MAC's new bronzer. What are you called? Totally Taupless bronzer. For foundation, we have my Lancome tint, and we also have the e.l.f. for concealer, the Hydrating Camel Conceal. For mascara, we have the Essence mascara. Primer, we have the Makeup Pro Revolution primer stick. Then for highlight and finishing powder as well, we have my Too Faced Turn Up the Light little thing, whatever it's called, face palette, I don't know. And then for blush and highlight, we have the Blush and Glow 2 from Profusion. So this is one of my favorite parts. Let's go ahead and put it away. Alright, beauties, these are the picks for the week. I hope you guys truly did enjoy it. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. I do post 2 times a week, every Wednesday and Saturday. Every Wednesday is an additional makeup video, and every Saturday is a Shop My Stash just like this one. So if that is something that you are interested in, then go ahead and subscribe and become part of my beauty family here on YouTube. But that's basically it. Until next time, bye!